Watercooler. Wah-ba-ba-dum. Watercooler. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Watercooler. Wah-ba-ba-dum. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for joining us. You know how the show goes. Hi, Chris Loxamana. Kick it with my curl digital bud. And with me, and other guys too. With me in studio, though, Mike Dawson.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, good.
Very
Good.
well.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's great.
Thank you.
And then all the way, remote, all the way in Orange County, California, Gary Smith.
Hi. How's it going?
Oh, hey. Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
welcome.
good.
Welcome.
Good. It's going great.
Good
Thank
to
you.
have you here.
And then all the way in Austin, Texas.
Long way.
Long way.
Long way.
Long way. All the way. Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hello, Matt.
It's all
Thank
of
you
a
so much
sudden-
for tuning in.
All of a sudden.
This is a wonderful
it's British.
podcast. Yes, it turned British halfway, and I just committed. It's a peaceful show.
Aluminium.
That's right. That is something, that is a material that we use. That is a material in Britain that exists. Look, it's good to be in studio with somebody. We've been doing these
Yeah.
remote
I was
shows.
tired of the remote shit.
I'm tired
Thanks
of.
for-
I'm
thanks
tired
for
of that
agreeing.
remote
Yeah.
shit.
Miss you guys. You guys should be here. Miss you guys in this room.
Yeah.
I
There's a lot
gotta
more
start
space.
walking.
Think
It's gonna take me a
think
while.
of all the activities we can do in
Oh,
here.
Dawson's fully stretched out now.
I mean,
Dawson's doing snow angels, but vertical.
Is there a
Lot of
reason?
room.
Jumping jacks. Is there a reason you guys left one of the theoretical spaces completely empty in between the two of you?
yeah, because
space?
that's the TV that I was too close to and broke.
Yeah, Dawson
and then
has
had to
PTSD.
replace.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up the boys a
Yeah.
little bit on the board. They're a little soft. I mean, when they were doing sound checks, they're like 1, 2, 3, 4. But then now that we started, they're like, hey.
I can
so-
hear him just fine.
Yeah,
think?
put that on us. We're the
Yeah,
ones
it's
that
them.
started it real quiet.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna switch it. So Dawson,
Yeah.
vamp, my friend.
Vamp. Well, Jesus, dude.
Still driving that kicks?
No, so yeah, the most unsafe car in America. I'm still in. I've decided I'm gonna get like a 4Runner, a used 4Runner with no accidents reported, and spend a lot less than insurance gave me to replace my truck, and then save some money, and then build a bocce court in my backyard.
Nice.
So that's the plan. But I'm hopefully I'm getting like it's like a 2002 4Runner for like 10 grand. And it's got 177,000 miles on it. But I had Toyota Dave check out the VIN number and do all of the due diligence, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, that's a great car."
You're gonna get a
Toyota would be worth 10 grand 21 years later.
21-year-old car.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But that's,
they're
they're so
goal.
reliable, but that's why they cost that.
Yeah, the goal is just basically just fucking get something,
Yeah.
and then
I
save
want to hear
all the
more
money.
about this
Let's get a
bocce
windfall.
court. Are people
long stretch of the
aware of
backyard.
what bocce ball is? Yeah,
You are aware, right?
I'm aware, but I don't know
Yes.
if the people at large are.
Everybody in this room?
I played bocce at your house, dude.
You
Yes.
did. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And Matt, I'm pretty sure you were there
I think
too.
I believe we played
Yeah.
bocce at Matt's house at his birthday on the backyard.
We did that. As
You know
well.
what the crazy
Yeah.
part is? Matt plays bocce in sandals. That's dangerous. Okay, you have these heavy
golf
weighted
barefoot.
balls. You
you
golf
don't
barefoot,
drop 'em
but
on
you're
your
not
feet, though.
dropping them. You're not throwing them around on the ground.
Well,
Yeah,
this
you
is the
just-
opposite, Chris. I've seen you play, and you wear freaking NFL gear. You got the pads on. You got a helmet on.
Because I'm
like,
serious.
What do you need
Because
that
I
for?
take it seriously. All right, I take my bocce seriously. I play it with pride.
So my bocce court, my friends, is going to be 45 feet long and 6 feet wide.
Is that regulation?
And it's going to be, no, they're about twice that size.
Okay.
But it's a big enough court to play on.
Mini bocce.
It's a big enough court to play on.
Sure.
And I'm going to use fake grass,
Brass.
frass. I'm going to definitely get some frass.
Hey, write that down. I
Get
want
some
to.
good frass.
That one's going in the memory books when I think of Matt Frass.
And
Remember Matt?
then
Yeah,
we'll
he was
be
the one that
playing
coined
bocce.
Frass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds too
And
much
then
like
it'll be
free
it'll,
grass.
it'll
it's never
double
gonna stay.
as the part of my backyard that's a lawn and a bocce court. You
Yeah.
know? beautiful.
That's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, and then we'll drink
sun
red
comes
wine
out.
on ice.
Is that the drink of bocce?
That's the official.
That's the official drink of bocce.
Yes, it's red wine on ice, and it tastes. Don't knock it until you try it.
On ice. So that means there's more than 2 ice cubes in this glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'd say I go for like 5 cubes. Can you
go
I think
5
cubes.
Well,
ice.
because it's a thing like, I'm having a glass of wine. Could I have a
You're not having a
Can I
slushy.
have a cube of ice? That's a common request I got a
Right.
lot when I would work at restaurants. Just drop a cube or 2 of ice in my
Right.
wine, please.
Well, I'm thinking
Ugh.
about in a low ball
Kick those
glass,
people
so
out.
about
It was a
maybe
towel.
3-4 cubes. And
Yeah.
then, and then it
But
slowly
wine on the
waters
rocks.
down it turns it into a sangria without doing anything really. Just waters down your wine a little bit.
Then that's doing something.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's tasty,
I
especially when you're playing bocce.
Gary
Yeah.
loves wine. Gary is actually well versed in wine. He appreciates wine, and he hates you so much right now.
I wouldn't say I hate him. I would say that
Loathe.
wine.
Would loathe be the word you choose?
No, I would just
Despise?
say I would say you're unconventional because the ice with the wine is traditionally frowned upon in general, but much more accepted for the white. The red is an aggressive move.
That would be like asking for
always the
ice in
red.
your beer.
I don't
Like,
drink
yeah, just
white.
throw a couple cubes in my
That
IPA, would you?
that would be insane to me, Matt. That would be
That's
insane.
what
to
putting
me.
ice cubes in red wine sounds like to me.
Well, I mean, some people order a whiskey and water.
Yeah.
You're essentially ordering a wine and water. And I'm not saying that you should get a $100 bottle of red wine and put it on ice. No, this is your, the $10
$2 jug.
bottles of wine. Yeah, just to me, it tastes better on ice and on a hot day. Just out there crushing those, playing bocce. It's a great day.
Well, the whiskey water thing, because that's my drink. My drink is actually whiskey rocks, but then it eventually turns into whiskey water.
Just slow. It just takes a
so
while to get there.
it's really like, can I please have a future whiskey rocks or a
Right. I would like. That's a Mitch Hedberg joke. It's got to be. I would like a whiskey water later. I'll order a whiskey rocks now.
It's a derivative of my favorite Hedberg joke. Someone asked me if I want a frozen banana. I said no, but I want a regular banana later. So yes.
That's right. Yeah, there's a joke in there somewhere. So a Hedberg joke, I mean. But yeah, that's what it is. Whiskey water is just a post whiskey rocks drink. You're just getting there faster. It's like
Right.
it's a time machine. You're going to the future, and you're just enjoying it now. Because I like it a little watered down. It aerates a little bit. You toss a little water in there. It opens it up. Just a drop or 2, but usually I like it more watered down because it lasts longer and I don't get drunk. I'm not getting drunk anymore, guys. I can't do that. But
I'm easing away too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
slowly.
That's
Chris,
not.
I sort but bullshit.
Yeah, that's not what Kiki told me. The wine with ice though I don't do but beer with ice, that's unheard of.
Unheard of.
I've at least have heard of wine with ice. Beer with ice, unheard of. What about the straw? When does the straw come into play? Wine with a straw is okay.
Nope.
No?
No.
Straw with beer? Is that okay?
Absolutely not.
All right, there's your answer.
But I think wine with a straw is more okay.
Wine with the sangria is okay, I think.
Yeah, the sangria just takes wine and just turns it on. Like all rules are off. The sangria is it's anarchy.
It's juice. It's juice with wine in it.
Capri Sun should make alcoholic juice packs.
Oh, I'm sure there's something like
Sun
that.
doesn't make them, but that product exists, Dawson, for sure. And then there are enterprising people on the internet who will sell you a Capri Sun sticker that you can put on because they come as a blank silver pouch. So you can throw the Capri Sun stickers on, take them to the beach.
I've never had a unique good idea in my life. Someone already did it. Always.
Yeah. It exists. I mean, look, I went to somebody's house and they gave me Otter Pops that had booze in them.
Oh, I love that game. I was really good at it.
What game?
No, it's just something to say. It's an expression.
By the way, speaking of bocce ball, I was talking to somebody who got into pickleball. If you were talking about like some new hot game, pickleball is just taking the world by storm.
Explain it to me. Someone explain to me pickleball, because what I've heard is not appealing to me whatsoever.
It's in between. It's in between tennis and ping pong. So it's like
not appealing at all. Okay.
It's a smaller court than tennis. It's kind of like, I don't know, back in the day, I used to see people play paddleball. Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like what's that game? Badminton.
Highlight. Is it anything like highlight?
Not badminton. What's the one with the little ball with the
Badminton,
the wings?
the birdie.
The
Okay,
shuttlecock.
I confirm.
Shuttlecock.
Oh,
Yeah,
shuttlecock.
say it right,
That's
for the
right.
love
It's
of God.
By the way, Matt
We always
plays
call
that
it
in
the
sandals
birdie.
too.
Oh yeah, we used to have we had a court in our backyard and play all the
Nice.
time in sandals.
Yeah. See, Matt plays that barefoot. That's fine because they're not weighted balls. He's not throwing around these like pool cue, like
right,
these
but you
cue
get
balls.
tagged in the face with that thing, dude. When somebody hits it real hard,
Yeah.
it comes right at you. You better look out.
Badminton and
You got
backgammon.
shuttlecocked.
Yeah, you got shuttle.
Yeah.
You've been shuttlecocked. Badminton and backgammon. I confuse the two. I think they're too close in words. So if I'm thinking I'm doing one thing and I end up doing the other, I'm disappointed.
Right,
It's just they're too close. They're two words I never say
right.
or hear, and then I'll
Like-
get confused. But
Like antidote and anecdote.
what, you just said the same word twice. I don't understand.
You say you get bit by a snake, man.
I'd like you to tell
And
me a little.
You need the anecdote.
Yeah.
But the guy thinks you say anecdote.
No, I want a
So
conversation
he
topic from
says-
you.
He says, so this one time, and you die of rattlesnake poisoning.
Right.
Yeah.
The
It's dangerous.
So
It's dangerous.
pickleball it's like tennis. It's a smaller tennis court,
Okay.
and it's like a
Can
bounce.
you play anywhere, or do you need to have a court?
I think you have to have a court. You have to have a
You have
court.
to have a court, but
Yeah, I
it's
forgot
becoming
that.
popular, and they're popping up everywhere, especially in places like LA.
Bocce. Let's go bocce all the way.
Yeah, I think bocce's so fun. Bocce is just shuffleboard on grass, right? If we're talking just
Shuffleboard on crack, bro.
Oh, well, that too, I guess.
No, it's
The
not.
thing
It's
with
not. It's not. It's not anything like shuffle. It's more like horseshoes. It's actually more like curling.
Yeah,
It's essentially curling without the ice and the sweeping.
it's like lifting
And-
weights.
I would say,
But it
I would
has
say
all
its
the
closest-
drinking in curling.
Its closest cousin, although not that close, I would say is croquet.
See, and crochet. I don't know the difference. Geez, all these
Croquet
activities.
without the mallets. No.
Sounds like they were not
'cause you're
croquet
trying
with
to
that
just put it in a
answer.
hole. Think of bocce as closest to the pin. The bocce is Italian for kiss. And you get the Polino, which means the little ball. And there's a little white Polino, and you got to throw the Polino. And then you got your 3 big balls that you bowl, and you try to get as close to the Polino as you can, closer than the other guys, and you can knock people out of the way.
Right.
And when your ball is leaning against the Polino and there is contact, mwah, bocce. It's kissing.
Bocce. Although when I played, it's a Filippino, and it's
Filippino. He is my favorite Italian American.
Filippino.
Yep. I love Filippino.
He's a good dude. All right, so there's no Shay today, but
Actually, I do have one if we need one. I thought of one.
I'm
I'm just saying, if we need it.
yeah, well, dude, I can't say no to a Shay. I never will, never have, never will. I'll never turn away the Shay.
You'll
I don't
always
think
say yeah to Shay.
I think we can. I think I may. God, it
That
was
was
right
pretty
there. Yeah, it was really good. All right, so Doss,
Yep.
congratulations on your. Hopefully, you get a new car. So pre-congratulations.
Oh, you got
What color?
Okay, so it's a sweet fucking black,
Black car.
clean, 2002 4Runner. Yeah, it's a neat car.
So this is 2002.
And
So
I have
is there?
Thursday off.
So there's a CD player at least.
There's a CD player.
No aux jack, right? There's no aux
it's
jack
funny,
in there,
dude.
is there?
It says front air conditioning, and I'm like, well, yeah, nobody had invented rear air conditioning except for a minivan.
Right. Oh yeah, you have those vents at the top and the seat or
Right.
something.
Right. I'm like, well, anyway, it's not like I'm driving people around. Front air conditioning.
All right, well,
I'm
noted,
gonna be in the front.
No, I'm not
You
riding
can't ride
in
my
with
car.
Dawson.
You can't ride my car.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope it. I hope it's still there on Thursday, because that's when I gotta go buy it.
You haven't called and said
It says it's available.
can't put it on layaway?
No, it's available.
Yeah.
You can't put it on layaway. I haven't driven it yet. I got to go to Irvine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't pinpoint exactly where it is, or somebody listening
Get an
is gonna
address here. What's
frickin'
up?
Find
Yeah,
it.
no, that's true. It's true.
Irvine-
I want this car. so I
Irvine,
do that.
Montana. See that? Yeah, I mean, look, people are looking for a 2002 4Runner. I'm sure you're not the only one, man. So
Did I say 2002? I'm at 97, and it has 214 miles on it.
that one.
Yeah, that one was
get
the one.
that one, listeners.
Talk
And
about
it's
a
kind of
barn
beat
find.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
$7
know.
grand.
7 G's.
Yeah.
So, are you paying for it, or did insurance cover this? I mean, what's going on?
Insurance tried to replace my truck, but I can't get my truck again for what they gave me.
Oh, so that what they pay you like blue book?
Pretty much Blue
Kelly
Book.
Blue Book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threw in a couple extra grand for the camper shell,
Dude.
and there you go.
Did you get to go to your car and grab anything like floor mats?
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't get the floor mats.
Bullshit.
I did forget to take off my rear license plate that says UCSB IV.
I'd rather be
League.
jerking it. Yeah.
No, it,
Oh.
I didn't get that one.
Okay.
I didn't. That one's on the front.
So it was front and it was mirrored.
One on
So
the back,
in my
yeah,
mirror,
right.
it would read the right way.
So you can totally read
I've
it.
seen it. Yeah.
I'd be jerking it. Yeah, the one on the back said IV League.
Ivy League.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How long till someone draws an H? Never mind. So I'm glad you're getting a new car.
Jesus Christ.
We used to call it HIV.
Let's try to move on here. Trying to move on.
Yeah.
But good luck with that, man. And let us know. I mean, I like these car updates. And look, you're a new man. Ever since when your dog allegedly lit your house on fire, like everything's changed. Like, what a different year this has been for you.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah, things are changing. I would say out of everybody here, like your life has changed the most.
Yeah, and most of
Probably.
it for the better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy and blessed.
Yeah. I think
Shit's been rough, dude. I'd rather not my kitchen be fucking burned down.
yeah.
I'd rather not my truck. Well, the kitchen I'll keep. I'd rather not my truck be destroyed.
Right.
You know.
Dude.
But you know, I've always had a horseshoe in my pocket. I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
I thought you were
doing?
just happy
That
to
should
see
be the
me.
name of a song.
Yeah, I know. Well, Gary, he saw Mickey and Minnie's tour as well. He sent me a video of Mickey and Minnie doing head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gary just saw the exact same show I did. Right, Gary? It's just the music playing over the speakers. They're not really singing.
They are not really singing, and it is very clearly being controlled by one dude's phone. So
Yeah.
it's a Bluetooth setup.
Okay.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it more than you did, Chris, because they played some bangers that you are not yet familiar with. You'll be familiar in about 6 to 8 months. But, they played some Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which is, I mean, that shit slaps. That's near and dear. So you know, that was kind of the grand finale, by the way. You know, so yeah, it was interesting. You know, my kid was very excited, and you know, it was held at the local Golden Road, which we all know from Glendale, but there's one down in Anaheim as well. And we walked in, and when I say we had taken 12 steps, it might have been 8, and best friend came up and hugged him, and then the whole family was there having a birthday party. So like my next door
What?
neighbors and 8 other adults from that family, all of whom I'm very close friends with, and like 6 kids were all just like there, like happenstance. So we sort of walked into what we thought was like, let's go have an appetizer and see Mickey, and it turned into like we basically were sort of folded into these people's birthday party. So it was kind of cool.
Dude, I love that stuff.
I love
It's the
that stuff,
happenstance.
especially when you go to a birthday party you didn't know, and you didn't bring a present, and you still get to be there and get cake,
Free cake,
free cake,
kids cake.
Break?
bounce house,
Come on.
Frank. I'm here for the Frank, bro.
Frank and Frass,
I
Matt.
am here for the Frank.
Matt is on fire today. Watch out, Webster or Oxford Dictionary, or is it Webster? Which one's doing the dictionary?
That'd be
Merriam-Webster.
Look, I'm just
Miriam,
trying
what-
to save time, you know?
Yeah,
Trying to help people out.
It's good, dude.
Matt,
I like it.
Matt has contributed
Closing
to
up those
society.
syllables.
Frass and Frake.
The Frake was actually pretty tight because we weren't really hanging out by the birthday party when that happened. We were over in line to meet Mickey, and all of a sudden, my next door neighbor just walked up with 2 plates. And while we were in line, I was like, "Here you go." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Frank.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. What about?
I was telling you guys a while ago, I went to like the German Fest and we were waiting in line for something else. And the guy behind me had 2 pretzels. So we got ourselves a fretzel. And it was amazing.
That's pretty good, man. It's fretzel time.
Yeah.
Would you tell me that you put your butt on a free bench?
A French?
I don't know. All right, let's move on. So we do have comments, which I'm really excited about because we haven't done a ton of comments lately. So why don't we go ahead and do some listener comments now?
No.
Now it's time for listener comments.
All right, and once again, these are all comments found within our Facebook group. And thanks everybody for being a part of this group. We love it so much, and we appreciate you for joining. All you have to do, by the way, if you're not a part of this Facebook group,
What are you doing?
you got to be there.
Group.
That's what I'm saying. I said group, right?
Fruip.
Oh, Froop. you guys, look, I thought these remote shows would be weird, but you're really contributing, and I appreciate it. You're really coming in with the fire, and I just want to thank you.
The URL is long. I'm trying to abbreviate for you here, man. Let's try to save some time. Time is money. That's show business, baby.
It really is. But the URL isn't that long. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC, and then answer a few questions. We might let you in. There can't be a Facebook group with a longer URL than ours, right? Can you think of one?
No, I can't.
We must have hit the limit. I wonder if there is.
That may have been the purpose of the URL, was to hit the limit.
Anyway, so please join this group. It's my favorite place on the internet. Everyone's so cool, and it's growing so fast. So thanks to all everybody for being part of it, and welcome to the new joinees or the subscribers. All right. Stephen Rumpelthiltgen, he writes, with all this baby talk, I'm recalling the time that Gary announced his wife's pregnancy on ACS. It was amazing. Anyone remember the episode? Steven, I definitely remember it, and I remember Gina crying. Oh my God, she was over the moon.
I think he was looking for the episode. Anybody remember which one it was? Who was the guest?
Oh, I thought he was just asking if anybody remembers it.
Everyone remembers it.
I remember
but
it.
He was specifically trying to locate it so he could listen to it again.
Well, maybe someone in the group helped him out. He's not going to get that help from us.
Here, I can help you with this. The only way I know off the top of my head to find it is if you go find the 2019 Ace Awards, that one Caller of the Year.
Well, there you
I
go.
don't know exactly
the real moment.
Sorry, I don't remember who the guest was. I was a little focused on other news that I had going on.
Well, yeah, like what?
Yeah,
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got a new rental car?
Must have been something important.
Did you get a Tesla?
Yeah, it was right around then.
Yeah, it actually was, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Frankie Priest writes, does anyone remember the name of that moon thing Matt was talking about on the last Patreon episode? Frankie, I do remember because Matt emailed me separately. Like he was like, dude, Chris, thanks for entertaining my crazy ideas. Here's all the videos. And then he sent me like 30 videos. He's taking this thing way too seriously. So for those who aren't subscribed to Patreon, Matt went on he did a news nook and he talked about the lunar wave and how he doesn't believe, he thinks the moon isn't even a moon. It's made out of some sort of dairy product or something.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You said that. I'm just saying. Could be a fucking hologram, man.
Yeah. So and we did it. We were laughing about it. Matt was laughing, and then
Could be a fagram.
and then Matt privately emails me first and goes, Chris, I know you. I know you're.
I know
he's
you
like,
did.
well, he just wrote.
No, you know. I know I can trust you.
I know you know. And then he just wrote, thanks for being awake. And then he sent me 30 videos.
Yeah.
30 videos.
Yeah.
And I didn't respond. Did I respond, Matt?
Him?
No,
Did you watch?
The feds are watching you.
I'm not going to click your links, Matt, because I know they're traced.
Watch it.
I know your Bitly. I'm not clicking your Bitlys. And then
handle the truth.
And then Matt emails me again. What'd you think? What'd you think? What'd you think? Every day until this very moment.
What'd you think?
See, I didn't watch him.
I was trying
You're
to
missing
listen,
out. Having your world rocked.
and that's when the internet started to cut out on me.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning
It
of Matt's
was-
story. So I got to listen to that because I got to
say, it was suspicious. The internet was cutting out way more than it normally does in that episode, and it's probably because I was bringing such an important conspiracy to light. But
Keep fighting the good fight.
You got sometimes the news nook gets censored.
Yeah.
It's out of my control.
But by the universe?
By the moon, dude.
Freaking universe, man.
By the moon and the stars.
I'm just saying, Chris, you didn't even watch it. Oh, now I'm just ashamed that I sent you all that.
Maybe it was the universe.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't watch your crazy conspiracy videos, Matt.
It's all right.
But
Matt, have
look,
you since watched the Halle Berry documentary Moonfall?
No,
Well,
I've
that's
not.
officially on your list. You have to
All
do
right.
it. If you're a moon guy, you have to watch Moonfall so that you can compare the information in that.
I'm
documentary.
becoming not a moon guy. Do you understand, Gary?
Well, I think this might bring you back around.
What's it called? Moonraker? Which was it?
Moonfall.
Moonfall. There you go.
Moonraker is a 007 movie and also a really shitty gun in the 007 GoldenEye game. I did not like that gun.
I never liked Moonraker except for Jaws, and then the part where they made Bond go really fast in that thing. If you've
Frankie, it's called the
you've
Lunar
seen
Wave.
Moonraker, then yeah, the Lunar Wave. Is it like? Is that a lunar wave?
Exactly right. And people who aren't watching the video here right now,
That
really
was
missing
awesome
out.
for the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's why you gotta. That's why you gotta watch the
So
video.
lunar wave. All right. So anyway, Matt, I'm
Anyway.
sorry I didn't watch your video, but Frankie was asking about it. So you got somebody. And
Thanks, Frankie.
I encourage everybody to go listen to our last Patreon episode to really get the full scoop. Just go to patreon.com/watercooler and get our complete. How long have we been doing that? Like year and a half archive, maybe 2 years. I don't even remember.
I gotta tell you, I was wearing my Hunger Dome shirt, and it says Hunger Dome 2018. And it occurred to me that we did that bit 5 years ago, and that was well into how many episodes of the water cooler we've done. So it's
Chris, Patreon
it's alarming.
has to be approaching 3 years because there's 52 a year, and we're in the 140s or 150s at least.
Oh, wow. We've been really doing that for a while. Thanks to everybody who has been subscribing. It's super fun to do. All right. Tony Magbanoa, he writes, baby showers. They're crazy. You get presents for having sex, and your mom is there. And Dawson is never invited.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you want to go to a baby shower, Dawson?
Not particularly.
Come on. Be honest.
Not
You
particularly.
can tell me. I think you'd enjoy it. You don't think you'd enjoy yourself?
Not particularly.
So I'm reading a baby book. Okay, sorry. Just so Dawson gets upset. I'm listening to a baby audiobook.
Okay. How do you understand what the baby's saying?
It's not read by a baby. It's for expecting fathers, right?
Oh,
And
it's
it's
not for
called-
babies.
It's not for babies. It's called what?
What's it called?
Oh, it's called The Expectant Father. All right. So have you heard of this book?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
Okay.
So I'm listening to the audiobook, getting
That's
all
good. Do your
getting all the
research.
info, doing my research,
Yeah.
and it goes into the chapter for the cesarean section, the C section,
Ah,
and I get queasy.
that's
I,
what we call that. This is Caesar salad.
Yeah. Oh, don't confuse it too. So obviously the cesarean section is
Hey,
if you
real
don't.
fast. Have you thought through the road we're about to go down?
Keep going, Chris.
All right, we'll find out.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm listening to it while I'm driving, right? And I'm ingesting all this info, and they're the C-section. It's actually fairly common if you're unable or you don't want.
I was a
to
C-section.
give a vaginal birth. Yeah, you do. It's a C-section, and now we all know I can barely read a horror movie wiki
Right.
describing anything like that, right?
Right.
There's a whole chapter on C-sections, and I'm like, I gotta listen to this. So it's like, next chapter, the cesarean section. The cesarean section is when, and then I'm literally driving like this. Like just trying to drown this fucker out. Because, oh my
gotta
God, I'm like
skip it,
getting
dude.
lightheaded. I'm getting
You gotta
lightheaded listening to this
skip
shit.
it. You don't need
I have to know.
that.
I have to know.
No, you don't.
You never know. You never know if you need it. So I need to know. And dude, that chapter was worse than anything I'd rather go through Bone Tomahawk death scene 1,000 times, have Kill describe that to me, than listen to this guy describe the C-section. My God.
My goodness.
My God. Yeah, it's
I'm with you, Chris. Same experience. That's why I was worried about what road you were going to go
Oh.
down. I'm glad that you are not describing any of what you heard because it's
I couldn't I'll never repeat it. I'll never repeat that.
And
No.
the best news, Fans out there have a fantastic new ringtone that they want to download it.
That I see. I'm not even kidding.
Did it occur to you to turn the audio of the audiobook down before you scream?
It was the first thing I could think of. I panicked and I literally drove. I drove for at least a mile. Just,
Could you imagine being on any other car on the road in the vicinity of Chris during that moment? Like, just stopped at a red light, look to your left.
Oh my God, dude, it was intense. And look, I know I have a weak stomach. I will get lightheaded. Like if I were, oh gosh, I've never had a surgery.
Yeah.
I've never.
Does my hand trauma story hurt you?
No, that one's not that bad. I don't know why. Maybe because there's a cute Great Pyrenees.
Real cute dog involved.
Yeah, I think that's what that kind of curves it. Dawson got bit by a dog, by the way. Matt and Gary.
A cute dog, it sounds like.
Really huge Great Pyrenees. Sweet dog.
So cute.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Adorable.
She sounds really sweet.
It was a devil dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson comes back in to the studio, or comes back into work the other day. His first show back since he left for Austin or for Texas. And I'm like, hey, any stories? Because I have to now ask Dawson for if there's anything crazy that has happened to him when he goes on vacation. And so I asked him, and he's like, oh no, hung out with Kinky, it was fine, it was cool. Got my hand mauled by a dog, and he just like holds this freaking.
Well, I needed to
stump
separate
up.
them because I had just spent 4 days with 5 ranch dogs, who all got along, and I was playing and wrestling with.
Are these actual dogs, or are these your homies
dogs
on the ranch?
No, these are actual dogs.
Okay,
these are actual dogs. And I think that this other dog probably also smelled that I still smelled like other dogs, and he's like, "Fuck you."
yeah.
And he looked me right in the eyes, and he's like, "You're an idiot."
And I've been bit by a dog as well. It's one that, like, there are dogs that'll bite you as warnings, and there are ones that's like, oh no, I am not going to let go until like a piece of your flesh is in my mouth, like separated from your body, right? Like,
Yeah.
I had a dog take a chunk out of my ass when I was a kid, and I still hate the breed to this day.
What breed?
ooh, let me guess.
It chased me down. I was on my way home from roller hockey, and at the time, roller hockey pants were like, it was trendy to have like shiny roller hockey pants, and I was wearing these bright baby blue shiny roller hockey pants, and I think that attracted her attention.
Did you play hockey at a disco?
No, but that's the way the style was in 2001 or something. That's how we rolled, bro.
Shiny butt pants for the butt.
Shiny butt pants.
Shiny
So what kind of
butt
dog
pants.
was it? What was the
Shiny
dog breed?
butt pants.
I'm surprised this dog didn't go for the tassels.
There were no tassels, but it wasn't just the butt. They were blue all over.
Okay.
I looked like a member of the Blue Man Group from the waist down. And this dog saw me, and it chased me down. I tried to run, and it chased me down, and eventually caught up to me and jumped up and bit me in the ass and took a huge chunk out of my ass.
You know what? I got to say
What
something.
kind of dog was it?
What kind
It
of dog
was
was
a
it?
poodle. It was a standard poodle.
Oh.
I am
That's extra embarrassing.
Do you think-
I was
Against
really
standard
hoping for your sake it was like a Rottweiler, but a poodle,
Pit bull.
little
That's
puffy, little fuzzy ones.
No, it was not a doodle. It was a full-size standard poodle that's like the size of like a Rottweiler. It was like
They're
3
big
feet
dogs.
tall. They're
Yeah,
big.
I love poodles.
If I was a poodle, though, I'd be pissed because they're just calling you standard.
Dude,
You
yeah,
know?
that's true.
It's like, come on, dude. How about the Great Poodle?
Yeah.
You know, they got standard.
Our names-
We're the Pyrenees
Yeah.
got the Great Pyrenees.
right. Are there regular Pyrenees?
I guess so. There must be standard Pyrenees.
God, that
Not
would
my
suck.
Pyrenees.
Right. So.
Yeah, Matt's Pyrenees is a great Pyrenees. The the poodle, by the way. I mean, look, it starts with the poo. We're already
Dull.
It's already
And
a
it's-
negative.
Yeah, and it's dull. Yeah, we're really
dull.
off to
It's a
start.
dull piece of poo. And yeah, you're right. When I think of poodles, the first image in my head are those tiny dogs with the weird haircuts.
Right,
Like
those
the
are toy
over,
poodles.
over the top haircuts.
Which are also misleading.
That's what I was
Like, you
picturing.
can- you
taking 6 foot.
Put them in a
4 carry
dollhouse
down.
and have your
Yeah.
hamster ride them or something.
that poodle
you know?
wanted your pants because it wanted to wear it. It thought that your pants were cute. But
Toy
if it's a
poodle,
big
why aren't
poodle,
you driving Barbie's car?
yeah,
you know?
exactly. But a large poodle, those are big dogs.
Yeah.
And
No, they're standard. They're not large. They're standard.
Do you think that's standard?
That's standard. That's all I get.
That's what the big ones are called. And I
Standard.
agree with Dawson that
Right.
it's demeaning, and I'm glad that they have to bear that cross because fuck poodles.
Yeah. But yeah, no qualifier
What's
for the
that
big
over
one.
there? Yeah, it's just your standard poodle.
Yeah. Oh, but hey, if you
All right. But over here, look at the Great Pyrenees.
or you want a really nice dog, I got a Saint Bernard over here.
Yeah, that's good.
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, there's or the Great Dane.
Great Dane. What a Great Dane.
Just dogs that are just known for being tall.
Yeah.
They're just tall.
That's great.
Their
I'm
legs are
using
too
all
long.
of this stuff.
Their legs.
I'm
Are we
developing-
writing your set?
Yes, we are writing it right now.
Yeah, that dog's just too tall. The Great Dane.
Right now.
All right.
Some dogs are like defined to a region, like the Belgian Malinois.
Oh yeah, they're defined. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
Although if it's
full.
yeah, but if it's anywhere else other than Belgium, it's sparkling white Malinois.
That's true.
The
That is true.
I also don't like a certain breed of dog because it jumped at me. Well, actually, I do like him now, but it took me a while. And that is the boxer. I've had a boxer like jump at me and kind of scare me.
I just don't like boxers because they're like anorexic dogs.
They
and
have
shit.
weird
They just look weird.
faces.
Yeah, fuck you, dog.
I don't
Get a different
I like
face.
boxers. I think they're cute now. But yeah, they do have odd faces.
Yeah.
All right. Norm Walker says, "Hey, you guys are talking about Gary's new job at LA Mag. Oh yeah, how's that going, dude?
Huh?
How's LA Mag? And I know I've seen the Brian and Gina podcast popping up. I listened to the first episode. That was great.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're moving right along. It all happened pretty quick, and I'm trying to find my footing and get it, comfortable in a workflow and everything. But so far, so good. We just recorded the next couple of episodes today because Brian, being Brian, is off to Hawaii. 2.5 weeks into a new gig. and by the way, that's a joke for the four of you. Brian made these plans.
Yeah,
I
of
know.
course.
Daughter's
It's still
spring
funny.
break
Of
long
course.
ago, but it's still hilarious.
He made for the record. He requested that time off last year because I remember he emailed me.
I know.
about it. Yeah,
I know he did. So, but I was joking about that with Matt earlier. It's just, it was pretty funny. Like, just letting you know, guys, I'm gonna be in Maui. All right, dude. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing good. We're sort of doing an alternating schedule of Brian and Gina do an episode together once a week, and then we have a writer on that wrote a story in the LA Mag once a week, and they interview them about, they've obviously read the story, and they kind of try to extract a little bit more out of these authors.
It's a deeper dive into that
It's a
piece.
deeper dive.
It's a deeper dive.
It's a much deeper dive.
Yeah. It's a deeper
Well, these
dive.
authors, in the course of writing these stories, they become little mini experts on the subject. The claw.
Experts.
Experts. So yeah, it's cool. Thanks for listening, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, dude. All right. So Jeff Rosales writes, okay, so I complained about this on Patreon. One, those insanely comically large Stanley tumblers or to-go cups. What are they called?
Are you talking about the Stanley Cup?
Not
There
the
we go.
Stanley.
There
We're
we
doing it
go.
again.
That would be
We're doing it
an
again.
amazingly large to-go cup, but it has been used
It's
as
bigger,
such.
but these are the Stanley like coffee mugs that like the
a
travel
coffee
mugs.
mug.
The travel
That's a name
mugs.
brand. Yeah.
Stanley, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Anyway,
You could
Are
just
they
say,
Marvel
those
associated?
really big,
Big old
coffee
trend.
mugs?
yeah, big old. They're comically large. They're
It's a
like
trend?
It's
Okay.
basically a big gulp. They're walking
Okay.
around with big gulps.
Okay,
These
I've
actually
never
make
seen
big
them.
gulps look like thimbles. They're quite large and gross.
Okay.
It's all the girls have them. You'll notice them now.
Are they microwavable?
I think they're really meant for cold drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then anyway, and then I also talked about another trend that girls do. It's wearing
Louis
the-
Vuitton.
is that really a trend anymore? I
No.
find maybe for like
Lululemon.
Lululemon. Absolutely.
Lemon.
But then I also talked about people who pull their socks over their pants. Like girls will pull like those white crunchy, not crunch, but like scrunched up crunchy socks. Not crunchy, not a crunchy sock.
Chris?
A scrunched
That'd
up
be funny.
scrunchy sock.
Scrunchy sock.
Yeah, over their pants, and like it's like an '80s look. Like if you're an '80s workout video.
That's a new thing.
Oh, I see it all the time, dude.
Really?
Oh, you're
Have
gonna.
you
notice
guys
that.
see this? Matt in Austin?
I have not, but to be fair, I don't leave my house very often, so
You don't leave your house very often.
that too.
Yeah. You think Matt's looking at socks right now? Matt probably doesn't even think socks exist.
That's
Yeah,
true.
When's the last time you put on a pair of socks?
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to yes and here and say it's been years, but
How many socks do you own individually?
How many?
during you guys know that we get to a certain time of year, and I do, and by certain time of year, I mean about 8 weeks where I do put the flip flops away, and so I've got several pairs of socks to get me through that really dark time every year.
If flip flops and out comes your dad's shoes.
That's correct. Occasionally, there's like a job interview. I got to wear a pair of nice socks and shoes, but those are few and far between.
What a burden.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel bad for you, buddy.
You know what? I saw a bunch of Whataburgers when I was going through Texas, and I never had
awful.
a Whataburger.
They're great. I love them.
I wanted
so
that
bad.
really bad. What a burden.
I love
What we call it what's a burger because they have no idea. They don't know.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I mentioned this. I
mean, it's a White Castle. I imagine it's a lot like
Whataburger's
White
way
Castle.
better than White Castle.
I love White Castle.
I think Whataburger's delicious.
Okay.
It was
I think
truly
I would
one
like
of the worst fast food burgers I've ever had.
I bet I would like
it's down there with Sonic. I don't get it.
Now Matt's pulling me over to that side because Sonic food fucking sucks.
Well, you can put
Is it-
Whataburger right down there with it.
Okay.
I
Is it
promise
the
you.
food, or is it because you have to eat in your car?
You don't have to eat in your car.
You could eat outside.
They have a drive-through as well, though. Like it's not. You don't have to do the car hop, whatever.
You don't
bullshit.
sign a release that says I will eat this in my car.
Yeah.
My son is big on Sonic right now, so I've been through the local Sonic a few times lately. And
Is that just because he loves Sonic the Hedgehog and he's like, that's a restaurant with my favorite character?
or because he has the taste buds of a 3.5-year-old and doesn't know what good food is? I don't know. It could be both.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's your fault for exposing both to him.
First of all, I didn't expose him.
I can't remember the last time I had Sonic, but
I had Sonic once in my life. Never again.
If you go to In-N-Out and they always ask you, will you be enjoying this in your car?
I would. Isn't that nice?
Bag it up.
You know what? I'm gonna enjoy this outside.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll still put it in a box to add to your enjoyment.
Dude, if you
Thank you.
say you're enjoying it in your car, it's like, okay,
I
we're gonna
enjoyed this transaction.
we're gonna skip the bag
Yeah.
and we're just gonna give you your burger open
I would
and make sure your
encourage-
car stinks.
Yeah.
I would encourage anyone who likes that premise to go seek out Tom Segura's bit on the subject.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has a hilarious bit on people on that question, and it's very funny. I won't
Oh,
try
I'm
to
gonna
do
watch it right after this. Then I didn't know there was a bit already about it. This is
Hey,
great.
you never know, man.
All right. Oh, by the way, I alluded to this last episode. Dawson, your internet connection may have cut before this, but I want to hear the weirdest things you guys have smoked out of. Because Dawson made a pipe out of a what was that? A Monster Energy drink can?
It was. I think it was like a sparkling water can.
I've never seen that, but yeah. I mean, look.
There's a lot of things in Texas
get creative.
you've never seen out here.
Whoa. Yeah. He keeps pointing to his crotch when he says that. I don't know. It's like, dude, I don't know what you mean by that,
True.
dude.
It's true though.
So anyway, we'll get into that. But anyway, Jeff Rosales writes, the socks over the pants is definitely a wrestler thing. They've been doing it for years. Yeah, I've seen that. I think it's just like an 80s thing. Like,
Oh, so you think the girls now are trying to be like the WWE
Wrestlers.
dudes? Yeah, I get it. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Girls love wrestlers.
Girls fucking, I mean, traditionally and historically, girls love wrestling.
yeah.
So,
Ryan Mills writes, hey, Chris, not sure of the context of the prison rodeo scene in your honor, but look up the Angola prison rodeo. Cowboy poker is normal compared to the other events. Yeah, Ryan, I know it's a real thing, but it's just so odd and it takes you so out of it because this is a serious show. And then, now it's the star of the
and
show
now
is going to
this
find
former
himself
judge.
is going to find himself in the middle of cowboy poker.
You know
Where
what they're trying to do though? They're trying to say that he didn't care for his life. That he's trying. That's a cry for help. That's a suicide attempt.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. It kind of was. I mean, I don't, spoiler alert again. Let's see. Everyone else is posting their quarter collections, which is really nice. Kalyn really bummed me out with his last quarter update.
It was still an update though.
Christina Banis, she wrote, my state quarter collection may be as sad as Kalyn's. No cough drop in it though, and she's posted one of those orange cases that your prescription medicine comes in, and it's filled with quarters, like half filled. See, I'm the optimist. It's half full. Yeah, but look, I don't see any cough drops in there stuck to any quarters, Christina. So I think you have one up on Kalyn. My God. That was disgusting.
What a disaster.
Oh yeah, my next quarter is, and then he's holding just the wrapper of a cough drop, and this quarter's just hanging from it. It's like, I think I have Connecticut.
I didn't see that.
Like, dude, Kalyn, come on, man. Let's
It's
see.
a divisive segment. Let's put it that way.
Oh, it's not divisive. I love it. Derek Midas says, I had a keg party before my son was born, and my friends brought diapers. I was set for about 6 months. That's brilliant. Remember, you wanted the keg shower, Dawes. But yeah.
But he got diapers.
Yeah, dude.
Chris got diapers too.
No, I understand that. But when I do it, I don't want diapers.
Yeah.
Adult diapers.
You want to know how many diapers?
Those are called Depends. And yes, a lot of them.
Dawes, I did get a lot of diapers. I got a lot of packs of diapers at these at the 2 baby showers that we had. Ooh la la. But I in my book, when I wasn't screaming over the C-section chapter, he's like, yeah, you're gonna go in the first year over like 3,000 diapers.
That's your kid's gonna take 3,000 shits in a year.
And then in the span, and then in career.
Oh, that's right. You can add. There could be just a lot of pisses in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but in the career, about 9,000.
That's good.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're counting adult diapers. I guess would adult diapers be part of your career stats?
Well, I was checking out my career stats lately, and I'm right now at around 700,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kept track. That's why it's good that you're getting into this, to keep track right at the beginning, so that your child can look back at their shitstery. you know? Yeah.
That'd be look.
Yeah.
I would like them to know. I'm gonna take a ton of pictures. Gary's clapping at your pun. Matt's like, dude, Frass was better. Hey, look, we all have our opinions. All right. Stuart
What was
Bradshaw.
Frass though?
Frass is
fake grass
fake-
for your bocce
No,
ball.
that's Frake.
No.
wait,
that's
in
right.
fake
Frake is
grass.
fake.
Right.
Grass
I'm
only
sorry.
gets
No.
the R.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're.
What do you think
absolutely.
Moonverse is?
Absolutely.
All right, Stuart Bradshaw says this was one of the best episodes in my opinion, and this is my favorite podcast. Stuart,
Those are two great
Is
things.
that?
it's an honor. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see here, and then Stuart writes, by the way, DOS, FYI. He has some info on how to insure your car.
Yeah.
You saw.
I'm aware. I'm aware of how to survive, get car insurance.
Well-
I'm aware of how. Thanks, buddy.
Well, it
I
starts-
actually was gonna say something, and I'm like, no.
You did say something. So Stuart
must have deleted the whole
continues.
thing.
I am no expert, but this is how my insurance person explained it to me, and then he goes on and explains it.
Yeah.
And he's very helpful. He's very nice.
Helpful
And
is an
Dawson
overstatement.
Dawson comments TLDR. Too long, didn't read. That's how Dawson responded to Stuart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy is Stuart's just trying to help. First, he's like, "Dude, best episode ever.
Who doesn't
This is
know?
my
Who
favorite
doesn't
podcast.
know?
Love you guys so much, Dawson. By the way, I have, I just want
pretty funny.
to. I'm no expert, but I want to help you." And Dawson's like, TLDR.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's love, man. That's love.
That's a Subaru.
Jeremy Claybaugh says, "I feel the same way about onions on pizza as Kalyn feels about pineapple. It's totally disgusting and it ruins the pizza, and it's even harder to pick off pieces of onion." No, Jeremy.
No, Jeremy.
Onions are
Onions are
great.
okay on
They're
pizza.
nice. The thing is, like, look,
There's a pizza that's a sausage and onion. Come on, man.
plus the onion isn't as oniony because it gets cooked, so it actually it's not as
And
pungent.
It's not covered in onions. They're around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christy Lynn writes, "Was it me? Is it just me, or was Matt extremely randy last episode?"
Ooh.
No, Christy, it wasn't just you. Matt was pretty randy.
Was he Randy?
Yeah.
Sure was.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. What's happening?
I don't know, man. Were you playing with yourself?
Something about our friend
No.
Randy.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Then I guess you were Randy.
No, Matt had a lot of double entendres that were, yeah.
I was working
Sexual in
blue.
nature.
He was
I was
working
working blue.
He was working.
blue.
He was
Okay.
working
That's what it
blue.
was.
Yeah.
Eric Montgomery asks, "Is Chris a co-host on ACS now, or still producing, just sitting in more?" I think it's the latter. Who knows though? And then David Hundley, he says, "Thanks for the shout out. I've been busy lately, and unfortunately, I've fallen behind in keeping the spreadsheet updated. Hopefully, I can get
Need
back
to know.
on that soon."
Yeah, I hope you have another, David. I hope you have a different life goal
No,
and project
this is it.
you're
This is your
working on
calling, Dave.
than
Don't listen to
just-
him.
than
Don't
just
listen to him.
Kalyn's AI, please. Because talk about a life and talent wasted.
I could just see Kalyn trying to explain it to somebody, like, "Oh yeah, I'm a podcaster. Oh, tell us about tell us about this podcast." Well, I'm collecting all 50 state quarters. I'm working on that, and he explains the rules. And then also there's a guy who I rate movies, and there's a guy who's creating an AI version of me, a Kalyn GPT.
Yeah.
And on the side, I kill fish.
I don't know about that. Maybe. But anyway, David also says that, about that. Remember I had said Mickey might be free or public domain after a while, and Disney might have to change it.
Right.
Steamboat
I've been
Willie.
repeating that.
Well, that's what I heard. You know?
I mean, it was good enough for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good enough for me too. Well, he says that, it might be a thing. But it's really the Steamboat Willie version is going to be public domain first, obviously, because that was the first.
Well,
so they
people
can
still
just change
associate
Mickey?
that. People still associate that character with Mickey Mouse. So
The Steamboat Willie, not Mickey.
yeah, it can be corrupted. No, it will.
That's Willie. Steamboat
It's a
Willie
set-
is different than Mickey.
It's
Yeah, it was originally
Yes.
called Willie Wouse. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "There's no animal called
Dude,
a wouse."
he was
We should
so
change
close.
the
He's
name.
right. He's
And then they're
right.
like, Willie Mouse, that's fucking retarded.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, that's ridiculous. We should change the first name. And so they changed it.
Yeah.
Sorry
and
for
then
the
they're
drop.
like, well, if
I
we
really
change
do
the first
apologize.
name, well, then we can say he's a mouse.
So does that mean that every so
Instead of a
often they can
blouse.
just change like what his belt looks like, and all of a sudden it's a new artist, and now Life Plus 100 starts over?
I don't know.
I don't know, Gary Ghost.
that
You should
seems-
know.
That seems a
Been
little.
busy.
That seems a little out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But yeah, I don't
But it's still associated with Mickey Mouse to everyone.
look. And Steamboat
So,
Willie.
yes, I can see how they're going to lose it.
Steamboat
Even
Willie-
if they called it a different thing. That's
Yeah.
fucking Mickey Mouse.
Right. Oh no, this is a Steamboat. That's Steamboat Willie. We could keep Mickey. The By the way, I'm looking at a picture of Steamboat Willie. That's Mickey Mouse.
That's Mickey Mouse.
But do you remember that cartoon? It's iconic. It's a legendary piece of art.
I think he did blackface.
Did he
in
do
that.
anything other than just drive this or steer this boat?
He whistled.
He whistled.
That's the Willie Whistler. Yeah,
Wows.
Willie Wouse.
Come on.
God, they were so close. They were so close.
They're
Mickey Mouse
so
was right there.
close.
He was a mouse. They named him Willie Wouse.
Look, I don't know why, but he obviously was a brilliant man. It just wasn't his smartest way to start it out.
Right.
But Walt figured it out.
Let's
guy's name was
pump the
Walt.
brakes on the love for the brilliant man there, Matt.
Yeah, you don't usually depend on a
Why?
dude named
Get some
Walt
controversial
Disney
ideas.
Walt Disney, come on.
Come on, Walt.
Dude, there were like all
How
these.
am I the one defending that?
There's all these weird things.
Gary, you want your
too.
own News Nook segment?
Yeah, can I do some news nook?
Outro,
Wasn't there like
outro?
there's all these like weird things in Disney's history, like the priest in Little Mermaid gets a little chub during the ceremony.
Gets a little chub.
Seriously,
see it. It's there.
it's there.
I know.
Or like there's a woman
boner
changing
time.
in the apartment of rescue rangers or something like that, as the camera does a whip pan across these apartments, and if you freeze frame it, there's a picture, or there's a like not even a drawing but a picture of a woman changing. There's at Disneyland
There's a dick in the clouds.
there's a dick in the clouds. But no, we're talking Disney movies though, not
Disney movie,
not
there
your
is.
morning.
There's dick in the clouds
Yeah.
in a Disney movie.
And then
Like
there's
the Lion King or something.
that's right.
Maybe
No,
it's
it
a
says
dick in the
sex.
smoke.
It says sex, right?
With
But
a
then
with a big dick right there.
but
There's a dick on the cover of Little Mermaid.
there is a dick on the
true.
cover of Little Mermaid, and then in Lion King, like something happens and the dust goes into a plume, and it says the word sex. Although I heard that it's actually SFX, and it's like some giving props to the sound effects team, but who knows? And then at
Seems a little
Disneyland,
convenient.
Aladdin.
Why would the visual department? No.
hey, just like good
Hey,
sound,
I just
boys.
I'm gonna fuck up the credits.
That's some nice folding work, you guys.
Yay.
Just want to give you guys some props.
Hey, but this is not for the digital effects department.
What happened in Aladdin?
There's a moment when Aladdin is
Boner time.
approaching Jasmine on the balcony.
Yeah.
And if you listen really closely, you can hear the phrase, take off your pants. And it's one of those things where it could very well just be it's a sound that's on the track that you just your ear is turning it into that.
Sure.
But as a 16-year-old, when DVDs first came out, oh my God, we would replay that shit for hours. Just try. Is it really there? Is it really there?
Did you keep taking off your pants?
Probably on YouTube somewhere too.
Oh, I bet it's on YouTube. And then
you guys all took off your pants.
And then Gary, have you heard about this one at Disneyland? There's a statue of Walt Disney holding Mickey's hand. And I guess from a certain angle,
Mickey's got a bulge.
Well, actually, Walt does, and it looks like Mickey is servicing such bulge. Like it's just
come on,
tickling his balls.
Let's not destroy our childhoods anymore.
I'm just saying, like, look, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all hearsay, right? I mean, what do we know? Yeah, or heresy. Heresy. But anyway, it's just some little Disney nuggets. Little Disney nuggets that I remember.
gays.
I grew up.
I mean, but what do you think? Is this true? Is there
No.
a conspiracy behind it, or are they perverting our youth?
No, I think
Or
I
what's
think most
happening?
of it is like that woman changing in the apartment or whatever that the whip pan happens. Like I think it's a disgruntled animator
Exactly.
who got fired. It's like F this
Yeah.
movie.
He just didn't like who he was working for, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, dude! I'm gonna put boobs and a big dick in the clouds."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day I get fired, listen to every podcast that I was ever on right after that. And I'm
Yeah.
going to sneak in some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Why isn't that guy more famous?
that one guy,
Yeah, that one guy.
it's like the same guy. They keep hiring him for other projects after what he did.
Yeah, he also put
Burned
the
us
dick
on
in
Aladdin and
he
Little
put the dick in
Mermaid.
the mermaid.
Yeah.
He said he's changed his ways. He's really big into sound effects now. I think we can hire him for Lion King.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, lastly, Philip Anderson writes, how many of you guys joined the Watercooler podcast group, realized that it was the wrong one, and then just didn't want to leave it? I hope that happened. I don't know how many people stumble upon our Facebook group randomly, but like other ones get recommended to me, so I can see why this one get recommended to other people. But look, we do have a questionnaire that you have to fill out to make sure you're the real deal.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little barrier to entry here. So
that's right.
hopefully that weeds out anybody, but that we don't want in the group. But luckily, everybody's been pretty cool, so I'm glad. So thanks everybody for subscribing to the Facebook group. We love you so much. All right, before we get out of here, let's do a Shay and then GTFO.
Shade low.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be
The venue.
Well, let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
On the menu.
No food today, but booze.
Okay, I was like a painting. You're taking my bit.
Well, no. That would have been great though. If I just talked about things I've looked at lately.
You eat with your eyes.
You eat with your eyes
You
first.
eat with your eyes first.
Yeah. Come on now.
Well, I want to talk to you guys about a liqueur that I have been told about. It's called Frangelico. Are you guys familiar with this at all?
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
a bartender's
hazelnut.
handshake.
That's for Nat.
Yeah, Jellico.
Jellico.
Frangelico is like a hazelnut liqueur. It comes in a bottle shaped like a monk, including a little tassel, a little rope on it. That's
If
how
you
you
look
know it's
closely,
the right
you
one.
can see he has a heart on.
Yeah, at certain angles. Now, I was first introduced to this. Basically, here's what I'm going to do, because over the last couple weeks, I've been using the Frangelico in different cocktails, trying to mix things up. And I have, for your listening pleasure, an easy, a medium, and a difficult recipe, should you choose to buy Frangelico and try some of these things for yourself. Because the one thing, you go to like a Total Wine or a Bevmo and you're going to buy some kind of weird alcohol like a hazelnut liqueur, you got to try to find a variety of things that you're going to want to use it for. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in the back of your cabinet.
Yeah, you got no problems.
Yeah.
If you go to the Total Wine and More and you come out with a hazelnut bottle of liqueur, you have zero
Yeah.
problems.
You're
You have
living
zero.
life.
If you come out with a jug of Jack Daniels, I'm going to say you have a few problems.
Well, let me tell you, I had first heard of Frangelico because there's a thing called a chocolate cake shot. You guys ever heard of this? There's no chocolate in it, but it tastes like chocolate cake.
No chocolate in it.
No chocolate in it. All right. It's 1 ounce of Frangelico, a half ounce of vodka. That's it. Then you take a lemon, you dip it in some sugar.
That's what makes it taste like the chocolate cake is the lemon. Yeah.
You take the shot, you take a bite out of the lemon and the sugar, and you'll swear that you have just had like liquid chocolate cake.
Matt, do you have trouble differentiating?
Sober? Yes. What?
Well, that too. But do you have trouble differentiating? And I imagine you don't, because you're our certified food expert. Differentiating Nutella with chocolate. Anything.
I can tell the difference because Nutella tastes like hazelnut. Is that what you're?
Yeah,
that's
what
kind
I'm
of what
saying.
you're asking. Yeah,
right. Because like I know a lot of people. My wife, for instance, who's like, "Oh yeah, I don't like Nutella because I'm thinking I'm getting chocolate, and then I taste it, and it ain't chocolate."
Yeah.
So,
it's an easy mistake to make.
It's easy to miss. So I'm wondering, maybe you're eating a hazelnut cake, and you don't realize it.
That's a good thought, but I did try this for myself, and it did taste like chocolate cake. I can't explain it. Like it plays a trick on your senses.
Wow.
I think the
That's
lemon
fun.
has a lot to do.
Somebody hazelnutted in your cake.
All right, so maybe.
Isn't a hazelnut also called a filbert?
I think I have.
Is
heard
that a
before.
filbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a
Sounds
filbert?
vaguely familiar.
Hey. Can
Yeah.
I get a filbert bartender?
Yeah, a filbert.
All right,
You have
so-
any filbert liqueur
Why
back there?
I oughta.
Here's the medium cocktail, which features slightly more ingredients, but it's also fairly common, which is make an espresso martini, but then add a half ounce of the Frangelico. And it puts a little bit of like a hazelnutty quality. Maybe it's because I like hazelnut creamer in my coffee. but I'm just
Oh,
saying,
interesting.
Tell
It
people you want an espresso
all
martini,
Makes sense.
or you can make it yourself. It's pretty easy. Vodka, espresso, Kahlua, simple syrup. That's all you need.
Is that
But I'm
what?
saying
Is that all
Frangelico,
espresso martini is?
That's all it is.
By
That's
the
all
way,
it is.
and I've said this before, the espresso martini movement, like it's back. Like the espresso martini is not like people think you're gonna get like a mudslide now. No, this is a delicate, wonderful, caffeinated drink that it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful beverage, and I'm
We bought an espresso, like a Nespresso, one of those.
Right.
Like, it's basically like a Keurig cup
Yeah.
thing, but they do just espresso shots. It's been both the best and the worst thing to happen because now we're just making espresso martinis every weekend because it tastes so much better than trying to make one with drip coffee.
Yeah.
But
Will Ferrell's character in Kicking and Screaming would love this. That would be his weekend libation. The
Yeah.
espresso martini.
My cousin, my Italian cousin would love it. Her name is Frangelico.
Yeah. By the way, not to be confused with amaretto, which I think I prefer.
amaretto is like almond
liqueur.
So again, we're just really getting down to like the specific kind of
I think your tea's ready.
You gotta stop torturing your
that's
dog.
my dog. That's Tiki.
Come on, girl. Don't torture your dog, dude.
Oh, I love Tiki.
She's just
all right. So I want the advanced drink now.
All right. So here's the advanced
hard
one.
mode.
This is where it gets crazy because this is essentially me looking in my liquor cabinet and finding
what the
a bunch
fuck?
of things like Frangelico, like things that are just made for like a one-off cocktail. And we're do some mad science. We put some shit together and we came up with a cocktail. I don't even have a name for it yet, but it was delicious. Now, the root of this
Shuttle
drink,
cocktail.
Brass monkey.
shuttlecock, is pretty.
Shuttle cocktail.
Yeah, but shuttlecock is maybe a better cocktail.
It's
name.
weird because a shuttlecock has a tail.
That's true. And then
That's
maybe you're just
true.
having the tail.
All right, so the shuttle cocktail. That sounds like you're drinking it on a shuttle. I don't know. It's still. Let's figure it out.
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe we're
I'll
not gonna
name
come up
it.
with it today.
I need to know what's in it.
There's so many words.
I need
You
to
know
know what's in it.
The
Frangelico's in
name
it.
could
You
be
know that there's some of
literally
that.
anything.
Frangelico is in this. All right, noted.
Yes, that's the whole segment for today.
She's a nice girl.
Where's Frangelico from?
Texas.
What
Just
about
let Dawson be my hype man here.
What about
Answer all the questions.
What about the liqueur? What's the origin?
I actually don't know, but it has something to do with monks. That's why it's shaped like a monk. So
It's an
Belgium,
Italian sounding
probably
name.
Belgium.
It's. I thought it was like
Probably
French.
made by Monsignor Rossi.
All right, again, this is advanced because this is a very unique combination.
What would
I
you
don't
call-
expect you to go into a Total Wine and buy all of these different things?
What would
But
you
maybe
call
you're like me?
What would you shorten free Frangelico to?
Ooh.
Oh man,
Wow. That's a
free Jellico. Done. Thank you.
Justice for Jellico. Free Jellico. All right, go ahead.
All right, so the base of this drink is my beloved Calvados.
okay.
By the way,
Okay,
this is
this
how you
is
make
too
it for two.
this
This is how
is
you
too
make it for two
complicated.
people. This is for two people. 4 ounces of Calvados. So each person's getting 2 ounces of Calvados, pretty standard base for a cocktail. Then ½ ounce of the Frangelico. That was really the heart to me, was to get the apple brandy and then the hazelnut together. Thought that sounded pretty good. But to make it a little bit more complex, add even more to it, there is a tiki cocktail, like weird syrup, that's called Velvet Falernum. And it's really used in tiki cocktails. It's a mix of a bunch of different like bitters and herbs.
Gary's eyes just rolled so hard when you said that. Velvet Falerna.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my favorite
Falernum.
kind of Falerna, though.
You
Dude,
get 1 ounce.
Velvet Falerna,
soak
they played the
Falerna.
Viper Room like,
Right.
what,
I do.
1984?
Dude. And then they bought their own rock club and just called it the Velvet Falerna.
Yeah. See? Yeah, legend has it. I mean,
Legendary.
The other ingredient in this cocktail is dry vermouth, which I also just happen to have in the back of my cabinet. And that's it. Now,
it's
the
weird
other
because
thing that
vermouth
makes
is a
this-
liquid.
The thing that makes this drink also unique to me, you're not shaking it.
Don't
This
shake
is a
it.
stirred cocktail.
You don't want to
Right.
bruise
Like
it.
what- It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier about your water whiskey or your whiskey water.
Yeah, don't
This
shake
is
the
a drink
baby.
where you put it over a couple large cubes and you just let it sit for a little while. You get it watered down just a little bit. You stir it around. You don't
Gently.
shake it.
Yeah.
And then you can
They
strain
do
it
the
into
hokey
2
pokey.
glasses. It's got nothing but booze in it,
Mhm.
and it was effing delicious.
Yeah.
A little tricky to make, though, but that's what's on the menu.
So great, wonderful. So we got to name this. So it has Calvados, Vermouth, Velvet Falerna.
Falerna.
Falernum and Frangelico.
And
Frangelico.
Frangelico.
Oh, and there were some bitters, too,
Stirred
but that's
bitters.
optional.
I have the perfect name.
It sounds like the new cast of Bridgerton.
These are all. This is the new class.
Yeah.
Bridgerton, the new class.
Right.
Yeah, I have the perfect name, Matt.
What's up?
For this There's wonderful concoction. It's
Old
it's
broads.
straight booze, by the way. I mean, yeah, this thing will get you from A to
Not
B.
gonna mess around.
Real nice. I think we should call it the Shuttle Cocktail.
That's a great name.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I just find it fitting after hearing the
Yeah.
ingredients and knowing you, and yeah, I just.
Well, it's
It
also
just-
going to shuttle you from where you are to where you need to go.
Oh, see, boom,
That's great.
It's right there.
And we were saying earlier that when you play bocce, you do need a drink that's been watered down. So that could perhaps be a good cocktail to have when you're playing bocce ball.
Possible.
And that's how Matt brings it full circle.
That's fantastic.
We are back. We're back at bocce. Square one. All right. Well, that will do it for this episode of Watercooler. Thanks to everybody again for listening to the show. So we'll get into weird stuff we smoked out of on the Patreon show later this week. Why don't we go around
We're
and
not
get?
making that shit go public. That's on a private feed.
Oh, see.
Pay to play, people.
So why don't we go around and get our plugs in? I'll start all the way in Austin, Texas. Matt Fondelier, what do you suggest everybody check out?
Well, there is a true crime show that I write episodes for called Sword and Scale Nightmares. There's some really, really creepy stuff out there that you should listen to. Some of them are ones I wrote. Some of them I didn't write, but as a listener, I can tell you they're great stories. It's on every podcast feed you can imagine. I've got another episode coming out possibly next week.
Nice.
Yeah, it might be this next week. So I'll keep you guys posted.
So
And,
you write these, and then Boudet. Yeah, Mike Boudet. He reads them. He's reading your words.
That's right.
Can you sneak
That
in
is
some? Can you
correct.
sneak in like a claw or something that just a little wink to the water cooler audience? I mean, if
I'll try to. If I can,
if you
I'll
haven't
let you know
already,
when
I
it
mean, I
happens.
think you should.
I think you could easily put water
just
cooler
sneak
into
something in.
Well, there was that one cannibal episode, and the guy said that's what's on the menu.
If you can get
Yeah.
a that's what's on the menu, I'd lose my freaking mind. I'd listen to that. I wouldn't even wiki it.
Wow.
So, yeah,
good.
There you
that's
go.
all it takes, buddy.
Yep.
That's
And you
all
can
it
follow
takes.
me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier.
Love it. All right. And then now, all the way in OC, California. It's Gary Smith with the plugs.
It's a great song.
Yeah, just follow, subscribe to the Reasonable Doubt YouTube channel, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. We're growing over there, and we're getting close to a bit of a milestone. So I'd really appreciate it if you would go over there and subscribe, and also look out for the new episodes coming soon of the Brian and Gina Show, available anywhere you get podcasts.
Love it. Yeah, both shows incredible. And by the way, if you want to hear Gary being a lot smarter having smarter conversations than what we have on this show. That's definitely a good place to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, please do subscribe. By the way, Dawson, you know that Phantom Planet song I was just singing, the theme for the OC?
I'm not familiar. I thought you were making that up.
Oh, no. California, here we come, right back where we started from. It's a theme song for the OC.
Okay.
We covered that for AvoFest, Bummer Shark, that band, my surf rock band, Bummer Shark. But instead of California, we said avocado. Avocado! It's one of my claims to fame.
Yes.
Avocado. Avocado and California are the same number of syllables. They are interchangeable.
And where do you get avocados?
In fact, any song that says the word California, just switch it to avocado. You're going to be surprised.
Yeah.
Avocadocation.
Avocation.
I don't know. They're
Frass.
avocado dreaming. I mean, it's all there.
Get some Frass and Freak.
All right. And Doss, what do you want to plug?
So I spent 4 days up at Kinky's ranch, which also
Kinky's Ranch.
Kinky Friedman's ranch in Texas. Anyway, it also serves as a Gold Star camp for kids who lost their parents either in military or first responders. And if you know any of those people, like the camp is essentially free for them. So I think it's
Framp.
Echo. If it's Framp, it's fully Framp, bro.
Jeez.
But Dawson, are you at all worried about taking these people who have already lost so much and putting them into a location that is so prone to siege?
It is prone to siege, but there's a bunch of SF dudes who protect everybody, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun
I think
guys,
it's
Matt, if you're wondering.
EchoHillRanch.org. And if you just look up Kinky Friedman, you'll find the camp. So if you know somebody, send them their way. If you got some money, give it to them. And I thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, look, it's a great cause. I'm glad that he's doing it. I didn't know that's what he used that property for, so it's incredible.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking awesome piece of land.
Yeah. Oh, we saw. If you go on the Patreon episode of last week, you can see it too. All right, and as for me, I just subscribe to our Patreon show and enjoy yourselves, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you later this week for some Patreon and maybe some extracurriculars with Patreon. So can't wait. Please subscribe, and we love you. Goodbye.